In the previous class, we have studied about the reactions of acid-base bases with each other. So now we will study about the reactions of metallic oxide with acids. So first of all, we will take a metallic oxide and an acid we will take. For example, suppose we will take copper oxide and we will add dilute sulfur hydrochloric acid slowly to the copper oxide. So we will take first of all metallic oxide, which is copper oxide, and we will add dilute hydrochloric acid or HCl to it slowly. So we will see that the color of the solution will change. It will change to blue green color and copper oxide dissolves. So the blue green color of the solution is due to the formation of copper chloride in the reaction. So here you can say that because of the reaction of copper oxide and dilute hydrochloric acid, we got a salt which is known as copper chloride salt we got along with the water. So here I can write, here we can take copper oxide plus HCl or hydrochloric acid. We will get copper chloride plus H2O, or in general I can write metal oxide plus acid. It is giving salt and water. It is quite similar to the reaction of acid and bases when they were reacting. You might have remembered when acid plus base reacts with each other, they also give salt and water. So it is quite similar to the reaction of acid and base. This reaction of metal oxide and acid, this is quite similar with the reaction of acid and base. Here I can write, so here you can remember this reaction when acid and base reacts with each other, they also give salt and water. This is quite similar to the reaction of metallic oxide with acid, which gives salt and water. An example I had taken here, copper oxide plus hydrochloric acid, it gives copper chloride and water. So here instead of base in this reaction, if you will compare these two reactions, you can see that instead of base, metal oxides are used. Instead of base, metal oxides are used with acid to give salt and water. So base is called metallic oxide is called basic oxide. Metallic oxide is called basic oxide because instead of base, here we are using metal oxide and reacting with acid to get salt and water. So metallic oxide is called basic oxide. So you are clear about it now that metallic oxide when reacts with acid, it gives salt and water. This is quite similar to the reaction of acid and base, which also gives salt and water. Since metal oxide is used instead of base here in these reactions, metallic oxides are basic oxides, or a metallic oxide is called basic oxides. So all the metallic oxides are basic oxides. So an example, you can take copper oxide plus hydrochloric acid, it gives copper chloride and water. So here if we will take reactions of non-metallic oxide with base, here also we will take an example, that is calcium hydroxide reacts with carbon dioxide to give salt and water, that is calcium carbonate and water. So calcium hydroxide is a base here, carbon dioxide is a non-metallic oxide, it gives salt and water. This reaction is also similar to the base and acid and base reaction, which gives salt and water when reacts with each other. So here calcium hydroxide is a base which reacts with carbon dioxide, which is a non-metallic oxide, and gives salt and water. And here when we compare with this acid base reaction, here you can see that here instead of acid, non-metallic oxides are used with base. Instead of acid, non-metallic oxides are used. So here you can say that non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Metallic oxides are basic oxides, but non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. So you can write here, non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature, and here you can see that metallic oxides are basic in nature because instead of metal oxide we were using a base, but here instead of non-metallic oxide we are using an acid. So non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. This is all about reaction of metallic oxide with acids and base. So we get salt and water in all the cases. Only thing, metallic oxides are basic oxides and non-metallic oxides are acidic. So this is all about your reaction of metallic oxide with acid and base. You can get more clear with your book. So now we will study what all the acids and bases have in common. So now we will see what do all the acids and all the bases have in common. So what is there in common in all the acids and all the bases? For that we will take an experimental setup. We will take a beaker, and in the beaker we will take a cork. We will take a cork in the beaker and we will fix two nails on the cork. In the two terminals of the nail, we will connect a 6-volt battery. This is 6-volt battery we will connect. We will take a cork and with the terminal of the two nails, we will connect a 6-volt battery with a bulb and switch. Then slowly we will pour dilute HCl in the beaker and we will see whether the current is passing or not, the bulb is glowing or not. We will try with all the solutions, glucose solutions, alcohol solution, dilute hydrochloric acid and dilute sulfuric acid. All the 4 solutions we will use here and we will see whether the current is passing or not, or whether the bulb is glowing or not. So this is the experiment setup to see that whether electricity is conducted here or not. So after doing this, we can observe, after taking all the solutions, after doing this experiment setup, you can observe that when you are using dilute HCl or dilute H2SO for hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid, the bulb will start glowing in case of the acids. In case of the acid, the bulb will start glowing, but in case of glucose and alcohol, the bulb will not glow. During this solution, the bulb is not conducting electricity, but here it is conducting electricity. Glowing of bulb is indicating that there is a flow of electric current through the solution. If the bulb is glowing, that means in the solution there is a electric current, flow of electric current. So you can consider, or you can say that the electric current is conducted here in the acidic solution, or acidic solution in water conducts electricity because acidic solutions they have ions, so the electric current is carried through the acidic solution by ions. So electric current is carried through acidic solution by ions, and all the acids, they are having a common ion like HCl, H plus Cl minus, H2SO4, H plus SO4 double minus, so CH3COOH, H plus CH3COO minus, so HNO3, H plus NO3 minus. So like that you might have observed that in all the acids, the cation present is H plus ion, hydrogen ion it is present as the cation, and anion are Cl minus or NO3 minus or SO4 double minus. So like that anions are present, but the cation is common, that is H plus. So since the cation present in acids is H plus, they suggest that acids produce hydrogen ion. All the acids produce hydrogen ions, H plus ions in their solution, which are responsible for their acidic properties. So this is H plus ion, they are producing H plus ion or hydrogen ions, which is responsible for their acidic properties. You can observe here. So here you can see hydrochloric acid H plus Cl minus, HNO3 nitric acid H plus NO3 minus, sulfuric acid H plus SO4 double minus. Even more acid you can take like acetic acid or any other acid you can take. You can see that H plus is coming common in all the acids. This H plus hydrogen ion is coming as cation. It is common in all the acids, is coming as cation. So you can conclude that acids produce hydrogen ions. Acids produce hydrogen ions, which is responsible for their acidic properties. So acids have H plus in common, or it is producing hydrogen ion. So similarly for a basic, if you will take the example, if you will do the experiment with the same experiment with the bases, so then you can say that bases have OH minus ion, anion as common. Like the same experiment you can do using some alkalis like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. Then you can see that NaOH, Na plus OH minus, KOH, K plus OH minus, CaOH whole to Ca double plus OH minus. So these are the here in the bases hydroxide ions are common. Hydroxide ion is coming common in all the bases. So you can say that bases have hydroxide ion OH minus in common. Like acids are having hydrogen ion H plus in common, bases are having OH minus ion in common. So with this you can please read your book so that you will be more clear. Next day we will study some more properties of acids or base.